Bayatas is a barangay of Quezon City. So Quezon City is one of the big cities that's part of the larger Metro Manila area. Back in the 90s, there was a lot of pictures and videos of this place called Smoky Mountain, of just these massive mounds of trash with billowing smokes and lots of fires and things like that. The picture today is a little bit different. It's a little bit more progressive, but it's still kind of in very, very poor condition. So we're here today to kind of talk to different people and see what their livelihood is like. Right now we're in one of those sorting facilities where people actually just go through trash and try to find junk, things that they can salvage, things that they can actually maybe eat and recook or something.
Yung mga basura from restaurants, from malls, dito muna dinadala, tapos sinasegregate. And then, yung mga trash na talaga, tsaka nila dadalhin doon.
Do they also salvage for food here, or is it mostly?
Yung tinatawag nilang pagpag, if you are familiar. So, that's food yun from the restaurant. So, mga tira-tira, tapos pinapagpag lang nila, tinatanggal yung
And they see if it's still viable or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yung mga tinatapon naman dito, hindi naman po lahat na marumi. Siguro sa mga mayayaman, yun yung mga tinatawag yung mga excess na lang nila yung mga tira. Pag mga siyempre malinis pa, pwede pang kainin ng tao.
Pero hindi rin namin pinapakain sa mga bata. Kami po kumakain yung mga matanda na. Kasi baka masira yun dyan ng bata, magkasakit. Pero hindi pa naman siya expire. Silikpan ko rin, pero tinapon ko din, nilagay ko rin agad sa kaning baboy.
But it's just still pretty crazy to think that they would dish something out of the garbage and actually cook it. You kind of wonder what that recycling is for, what all that's for, when at the end of the day it comes to landfills and dump sites like this where everything's just basically mixed. And as you can tell, the floor, there's no like tarp or anything, so everything that's coming out of the trash has to go somewhere. All these little things are problematic because yes, there's a sanitary landfill right behind us, but how come in sorting facilities like this you don't have something that is properly done?
Sabi kasi dati tambakan din daw to. Yung bago kami mag-umpisa, pinalinis muna namin. Then, nung nalinis na to, isa-isa nang upahan na kami. Sabi nga nila, within 5 years or 10 years, papasok ang mga investor. Kaya kailangan ito maganitong waste malayo na, mabandang Mantalban na. Paano papasok ang investor kung sa bungad pa lang ng latex o ng main road, makikita mo na yung mga basura.
What happens to the people that live here, the people that depend on the sorting of the garbage? They're probably going to end up having to follow that trail just to be able to have another source of livelihood. Now we just have to make sure that people do it properly all the time, that things are always very secured, and at the same time that we try to keep kids off the street and kind of away from this because it can be quite dangerous for all of them. Walking around areas like this that have been rehabilitated and cleaned up, you sometimes forget about what happens in between the cracks and behind the freshly whitewashed concrete walls built to give a similar sense of comfort to the few who might wander by but don't stay for too long. We met 3 families that day, all with stories that seemed too real to be true, putting in question my belief in what we all consider normal. Ate Josie Barrios is the breadwinner of her family. She has 3 children. The first child is her son with her previous partner. Now she has 2 girls with her supposed to be present partner, but unfortunately he left them a few months ago, leaving them in a small room with a disapproving mother-in-law. Ate Josie earns through scavenging in the nearby dump site of Bayatas. Every day she wakes up as early as 3 in the morning to start sorting through the trash. She earns a little more than 100 pesos a day.
Pinagtirikan namin ng lupa dito po, may bayad po ma'am. Katulad ngayon, wala ko pang bayad sa mga asosasyon namin. Yung mga anak ko, dito kasi nag-aaral ma'am. Kasi sa probinsya ma'am, malayo kasi ma'am. Wala akong pagkaanuan sa kanila doon. Wala akong matapos mag-aaral, baka mga anak ko matatapos mag-aaral ma'am. Kasi sa probinsya ma'am, mahirap doon ma'am. Makaano ka man ng 100. Wala din po. Dito lang ako sa makaano ka na ng 100, maghapon pwede na. Pangarap po sa mga anak ko, makatapos sila mag-aaral po. Hindi katulad sa akin nga, wala akong pinag-aaralan. Kumuha kami ng birth certificate sa mga anak ko. Yung anak ko sumulat, hindi ako marunong gano'n.
Kuya Nestor Niñada is the breadwinner of his family. He earns about 100 to 300 pesos daily by selling ice cream sticks depending on the season, something that is still quite difficult since he had a truck accident a couple months back. Evelyn is helping Kuya Nestor sustain their family needs by making doormats, where she earns about 100 pesos weekly. They are renting this very small room for 500 pesos monthly with no electricity, built over an old pigsty. 2 of their children suffer from severe malnourishment.
Yung asawa ko po kasi siya ng ice cream vendors. Idurmat ako para makatulong din sa pagkain namin. Kahit nga may kapansanan asawa ko naghahanap pa rin siya namin makakain namin. Kaya nagdudurmat na lang ako maghapon para makabili kami ng pagkain. Minsan po, gulay, nagbili kami ng gulay. Minsan po, wala. Pinasa amin mga anak ko kumakain kahit asin lang. Kahit ako
And finally, the last one we saw was Romero family. So that was Nanay Marilyn, baby Romero. She's the breadwinner of their family as well. She earns about 300 to 400 pesos. As a laundry woman, her live-in partner is suffering from glaucoma. So he has problems seeing from his eyes. The little girl, Esther, 4 years old, she has hydranencephaly, I don't know if that's correct, but makes her head very big and her body is basically wasn't able to move and got really thin.
Isa lang ako naglalabada, yung asawa ko hindi nakakakita.
Noong nakakita pa ako, gandang sana namin, araw-araw ako pumapasok, na kuha ng mata ko, na kapos-kapos na.
So, buti nga nagpapasalamat din ako sa sa feeding dahil nasusuportahan nila yung ng bata sa amin minsan. Tapos ito, nabubuhay lang kami sa biyaya ng Panginoon. Taba ito dati, ma'am, lumiit yung niya kasi nga daw hindi na-exercise.
From someone like me who will complain about what superfood I'm going to eat today or whatnot, to a woman telling me that sometimes they just eat salt just to get enough nutrients in your body. I think what we saw today were extremely courageous women, 7, 10 times, 20 times more courageous than I would ever be. For me, the craziest part is the kids because they didn't choose any of this. Put in these situations that are so dire and so complicated and so difficult. It really opens your mind. We're not doing this video because we are trying to show only the negative sides of the Philippines. It's nothing like that. It's just because we're trying to shine the light on something that's very real, a problem that is here today that is not being addressed fully, that people tend to forget of really easily and not do much of it. So working with foundations like the Bayatas Foundation and companies like Heels that really try to put this issue to light and actually try to do something. There are thousands of NGOs and thousands of foundations out there. So just give and donate as much as you can, or if you want to really see the true picture of things and be inspired to maybe change things, and come to these places and talk to the people and see how inspiring they can truly be, because whatever problems you have right now, whatever problems I have right now, they're absolutely nothing compared to what we saw today.
Kulang ng alam dito, kahit